In the last episode, we talked about direction, how staying in the room and gathering facts creates clarity. But clarity on its own doesn't actually change anything. Decision does. Welcome to episode 7 of the Hunter's Debrief. Now, as mentioned before, what I observed at the live interview and transition show in Cheltenham, many hunters used the day as a recce. They gathered facts, they understood the ground, and they worked out where they fitted. But the people who moved forward weren't the ones with the most confidence. They were the ones who made a decision. So the coaching insight. From a coaching perspective, this is where a lot of capable people stall. Yes, they have options, they have information, and they even have a direction. But they hesitate. They wait for certainty, they wait for reassurance, and they wait to feel ready. Unlike trains, that moment rarely comes. So why do people get stuck? Well, most people aren't stuck because they lack options. They're stuck because they won't choose one. Because waiting feels safe. But waiting isn't neutral. Waiting is a decision to stay exactly where you are. So, hunter and sleepwalker. A sleepwalker keeps options open. They call indecision being sensible. They wait for confidence to arrive first. Now, a hunter understands something different. Readiness follows decision. It's not the other way round. And the hidden cost of indecision? Well, most decisions in transition aren't permanent. They're adjustable. They're reversible. But indecision has a cost. It just hides it well. Your time drains away. Energy leaks. Momentum stalls. So, the decision tool. So here's a simple coaching tool that you can use, and I call it the decision test. So ask yourself this: is the decision reversible? If the answer is yes, decide quickly. If it's irreversible, slow down, gather the facts, then still decide. And finally ask this: what is the cost of not deciding? What is the cost of not deciding? Because not choosing is still a choice. So, your weekly challenge. This week, I want you, yes you, to identify one decision you've been delaying. Make it and commit to it for the next 14 days. Not forever. Just long enough to create momentum, because the movement creates information, and information builds confidence. So, looking ahead, direction shows you where you are to go, and a decision is what gets you moving. In the next episode, we'll look at what actually keeps you consistent once you've decided, especially on those days when the motivation dips. So if this helped, please share it with someone who is stuck between options, or they're waiting to feel ready, or they're holding themselves back for choosing their direction. This is episode 7 of the Hunter's Debrief. Remember, clarity shows you the way. Decision is what moves you forward. And as always, serve well, leave well, and flourish. Have a great weekend. Today is Sunday. Goodbye.